Ashley Theophane, we're here at the Mayweather Boxing Club. Saw you sparring a little bit with Celestino Caballero. How was the work, man?
Yeah, that was great work. We've for the past 2 weeks now. He's asked me if we could spar together. He said he likes the work, so it's great to help him get that win for his comeback fight April 20th. So it's an honor because he's won five world titles, 2 weight divisions, and to work with him like 3 times a week. We're doing like 5-minute rounds, 30 seconds rest, and he's champion breed. He never lost his title, so it's great work. It's a great experience.
Now, you had come to Mayweather Boxing Club a year ago as Floyd Mayweather was getting ready to fight Miguel Cotto. What prompted you to make the little month visit last year?
Well, that's when I was British champ, and I was in New York. I went for 8 weeks camp in New York, and while I was in New York, I thought I wanted to change. So at first I was going to go up to Poconos for 2 weeks, but then I thought, you know what, Floyd's in camp. Let me fly over to Vegas and let's get some work myself, and at the same time do my work and then watch Floyd afterwards. And I had a great time like a year ago. The whole money team was cool with me, and they said to come back anytime you want. So I flew back. A year later, I'm back here to watch Floyd work and to get in like my own work as well.
Okay, can you tell me about your history in boxing? Your first, where you're born and raised, your upbringing, and how you got into the sport?
Yeah, I used to watch boxing in the 80s, when my father was a big boxing fan, and he used to let me stay up and watch the fights. So I fell in love with boxing, and just watching the Brits who used to come over to America and fight and get victories. That's what I wanted to do.
Now, what was the environment like? How would you compare life in Britain over there to life in Vegas, America? Like, what's the cultural change for you?
It's a big cultural change, but at the same time, I've been coming to America since 2005, like Gleason's gym. I've been putting in work there, and so I feel at home in America. So like when I come here, it's a breath of fresh air. You get to spar with great champions, world ranked fighters. So it just raises your game, and I think that's what's brought me on in my own boxing career. So because of my dad's love of the sport, it got me involved in it. But now I love the sport, and I'm making the most of it.
Okay, what have been some of your career highlights, some of the better moments?
The better moments would be beating Delvin Rodriguez. He's fought for the world title twice. He was world number 3 when I beat him. That was a great win. I also beat DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. He fought Floyd himself, and he's been a world champion, and he's fought for the world title numerous times. So that was another great win. And I was British champion. That was good because I'm from Britain, so it's always good to be champion of where you're from. I've had some good victories, and I feel the best is yet to come. Floyd has been a pro for nearly 18 years now, so I've been a pro for 10 years. So I'm still a baby in the game. Compared to Floyd, and watching Floyd, you can only add to your game. So I'm taking it in, and it's a great experience here.
Speaking of Floyd, he's getting ready for his fight with Robert Guerrero. How do you break that down? What do you think of the match?
I've been watching Floyd spar for this camp now for 3 weeks, and I've seen him spar 6 different guys. I think it is all lefties, and Floyd, he's mixing up his boxing there, he's standing there. So I think whatever he chooses to do on the day, he will be able to box him and stand toe to toe. Because with Guerrero, he likes to maul you and to make it kind of like a man fight. But with Floyd, he's going to be strong enough. He's also got some welterweights in there for speed. So Floyd's on his A game, and he knows what he has to do. I think I wouldn't be shocked if he got a stoppage win, because the Berto fight, Berto is not Floyd. So because you beat Berto, it doesn't mean that you got a chance with with Floyd. But Victor Ortiz, he thought he did, and stay with it. With Guerrero, he feels the same now. But I think it would be a KO win for Floyd.
Okay, now you also have another fight with another title holder at 140, Danny Garcia. You lost a split decision to him a few years back. Well, tell me the circumstances behind that fight and what you learned from it.
Yeah, like Danny was coming up when he fought me, like he was knocking everyone out. So I was the test, you know, that Golden Boy wanted to see if he was the real deal or not. And you know, it was one of those fights. You know, there was rounds that I won, there was rounds that he won. He thought I won the fight. Straight after the fight, he come up to me and he thought I won. And I thought it was a close fight, so I wouldn't even say that I was robbed. But it was a close fight. But many viewers are still messaging me now saying how they thought I won the fight, and I'm still his hardest fight 3 years later, and he's world champ now. So I'm happy that Danny, you know, he's world champ now, because you know, it shows how good I am, and I've never had a promoter, and everything I've achieved has been without a promoter, so that shows how good I am.
When you're not training, you know, life back home for you, what's a typical day like, or what is your life like behind the scenes? What do people not know about you?
You know, I do a lot for, you know, the kids. I like to go around to schools and speak to kids, you know, to help them reach their potential, because there's a lot of kids who don't have good role models and stuff. So you know, it's good to show kids that if you have a dream, if you have a goal that you want in life, that you can achieve it, but it's not going to get given to you. You got to work for it. So you know, I do a lot of that, and I think it's very important that like folks like me who's come from like humble beginnings, you know, kind of advise the youths coming up, you know, who needs the advice, and like sometimes are looking for that advice and no one will give it to them, you know. So if you got a goal, you can achieve it, but you got to work for it, because no one's gonna come and like just give it to you on your lap. So I think it's good to be a positive role model. That's important for me, and you know, that's like when I'm finished with my boxing career, it's what I want to do more of, do motivational talks, and you know, to start the next phase of my career, you know, in years to come. Not yet, in years to come.
All right, yeah, you got some time left, man. Thanks a lot, Ashley.